Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. Yep, and it is Earth Day. Earth Day! Now, Earth Day to me is special. I love celebrating Earth Day, talking about Earth Day. Earth is where we live. Planet Earth. All of our schools are on Earth, our houses, parks, kind of like what I said in my other video. We need to take care of the Earth so that it's around for a long, long time. Earth is important to many, many living things. The plants, humans, animals, insects. We all have Earth as our home and we need to take care of it and do things that will help it be around for a long, long time. Now, I have two books right here, and they're kind of long, but I am going to read them and put them up on YouTube for you guys to watch if you want to. This one's called Earth Day Hooray. This one's called Recycle Every Day. And I just want to kind of to pick out a couple of things in these books, or one book, to kind of talk to you guys about for Earth Day and how you can celebrate and what you guys can do to help Earth. All right, this bunny is a student at school and they're talking about Earth Day, and their principal wants them to come up with posters of things that they can do, and there's a contest, and whoever wins gets to have like a cool prize, or their picture gets to be on the front of the calendar. But anyway, so this bunny is talking up to her mom and dad and family about things they can do to help the earth. Right now, they're taking all of their clothes that they can't wear anymore, and they are going to donate them to a clothing store so people who could use them can pick them up. Amelia actually gets clothes from Mr. David's sister. Mr. David's sister has a little boy named AJ, and when AJ grows out of his clothes, they give them to us, and we can pick out what we want, and we let Amelia wear them so we can reuse them instead of just throwing them away, right? We want to help make not so much trash, because trash will go into a big dumpster and it'll go into a big place where there's lots and lots of trash, and it's kind of really stinky and it takes up a lot of earth space. So instead of throwing away your clothes that you don't use anymore, you can donate them, unless they have lots and lots of holes, and then nobody will probably want that clothing item, but you can still donate clothes that you grow out of. You can do the same for toys too. Toys that you don't use anymore, or toys that you grew out of because they're baby toys, you can give those to someone else and they can reuse them. So here they are walking to the clothing store and getting ready to donate some clothes to other people. And on this side, they are raking up their leaves and they're putting them in a wheelbarrow. What are they going to do with these? Leaves come off the trees, right? Leaves aren't bad. They are going to put them in a compost. Have you guys ever heard of a compost? This will turn into nice, rich soil for our garden. Soil is another word for dirt. So they're taking all their leaves and other grass clippings and they're putting it into a compost, and it's going to break down and get it's going to turn into like dirt, nutrient-rich dirt, like vitamins for the ground. Over here, they are bicycling. Bicycling is good because sometimes cars can put out stuff that goes into the air and cause pollution. So sometimes you can't drive your bike places and sometimes you can. So you just need to be safe, right? Awesome. They are taking a nice bike ride, and they are going to a recycling collection place where they're putting their cans in there. You can recycle glass, plastic, aluminum cans, and they can be taken to a big old huge factory and reused for something else, or they break them down and they make them into something else. They're recycling cans so they don't go to the trash dump. Over here, they're going to the store and they have fabric bags that you can reuse over and over instead of plastic bags. Now, I still use plastic bags too every once in a while, but I try as much as I can to use fabric bags. That way I don't get a whole bunch of plastic bags at my house and then just have to throw them away. Okay? But I do use plastic bags, and you guys know that because sometimes I let you use them on Fridays when we used to take our blankets home to wash them over the weekend. Yeah? So fabric bags are good because you can reuse them. Plastic bags are okay if you don't have a fabric bag. What is something else that you can do? Oh, interesting. They're at the store and they're looking at the different sizes of boxes. I think the little girl is pointing to the big box because instead of buying a whole bunch of small boxes, you can buy a bigger one and you have less things to get rid of, less things to throw away or recycle. Now, sometimes you can't buy things in really big packages, but sometimes you can. I buy diapers in really big boxes because Amelia goes through a lot of diapers. We buy toilet paper and paper towels in big, huge containers because I know that we're just going to use it and it won't go bad. Sometimes if you buy big amounts of food and you don't get to it in time, it could go bad. So sometimes you can buy big amounts of things and sometimes you can't. But that could help. They're going through their books and they're looking at ones that maybe are for little babies or maybe they just don't read anymore, and they're going to donate them to a library, or you can give them to somebody else who wants some books. Very cool. For Amelia's first birthday, one of the ideas that I had was that people could give us their books that they don't use anymore, or the little kid baby books. So Amelia can have a big library full of a whole bunch of stories. Awesome. Ooh. Now the bunny is putting some food that's left over, she's putting it into a reusable container instead of covering it with plastic or putting it in a plastic bag. That's another great way to help not have so much trash or waste. So then they got to school and everybody made their posters, and these are some different ways that you can recycle and help the earth. Putting empty containers in the recycling bin instead of trash. Reusing plastic bottles. I do this. I have, instead of those squishy plastic bottles that you can buy at the store, I have hard plastic ones with reusable straws, and Miss Magali and I actually have cups at school that we use and reuse after we wash them, so we don't have to keep buying plastic squishy bottles at the store and then either recycling them or throwing them away. But when I do get those bottles, I clean them out and I recycle them. Same thing with cans too. After you drink your drink, you can clean it out, rinse it out, and you can put it in recycling. This one says you could give toys to other kids. This one talked about buying in big containers instead of lots of little containers. Recycling newspapers. I recycle magazines and newspapers at my house. Ooh, using scratch paper as a message pad. Sometimes you can use one side of a paper, or you might get papers from school, and after you read it, you don't really need the paper anymore, but you might be able to use the other side, or you might be able to cut it up and use it for art or something like that. Reusing other papers. This one says you can reuse wrapping paper, like from gifts, as long as it's not super torn up, right? Using a fabric bag instead of a plastic or paper bag. Giving your glasses away if they're old glasses and you don't need that prescription anymore. You can donate those to other people. Did you know that 1,050 milk jugs can be recycled into a park bench? I've actually gone to a park before and I've seen a bench where it had a sign that said this bench was made from milk jugs. And there's another idea for old milk jugs. after you clean it out, like after the milk's all gone, and you wash it and clean it so it's not stinky anymore, because milk gets kind of stinky after it's been out for a while, you can create things out of those milk jugs. This person cut a hole in it and put bird seed in the bottom so the birds can eat out of the bird seed. Ooh, it's a bird feeder. Very cool. So those are just some ideas of what you guys can do to help out our earth so we don't have lots and lots of trash, which makes things stinky and takes up a whole bunch of space to have a landfill. Something that I'm going to do with Amelia today, we're going to go on a walk, we're going to go on a bike ride, but we're also going to plant some seeds. Planting trees is also important because what do trees give us? Lots of things. They give us shade from the sun, but they also help us breathe, giving us oxygen. And trees are also homes to creatures or animals or insects. So trees are really necessary. I love trees. I have tree posters. I have like 3 tree posters around my house. I love trees. I think trees are beautiful. And I have a couple of tree necklaces and earrings too. So Amelia and I are going to plant some seeds. We are going to take a walk. We're going to bike ride. If we see trash in our yard, we're going to pick it up. And anything that we can recycle, we recycle here. So think about some things that you can do at your house to help our planet Earth on Earth Day. All right. It is Wednesday, and we're halfway through the week because we go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. All right, I love you. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll see you again on Friday. I'll post another video, okay? Mwah! Bye.